Hey there, day 2 of 30 days going live here, and I wanted to share something that came up in conversation I was having today, leading one of the classes in my membership, and um, it was about the language that we use to describe animals, or how we consider um, ways that animals and we are alike or different, and just the language that we use to describe that. And it was a really beautiful conversation. And one of the things that came from it was people were having a new awareness about when we talk about the differences that we have between us and animals, we don't understand their experiences, right? And it's the same thing that happens with people. When we focus on the differences of opinion, or differences in beliefs, or differences in whatever patterns or behaviors, habits, we tend to have communication breakdown with those people. And if we consider thinking about ways in which we are like others, other people in our lives, we tend to have better communication with those people. And the same thing happens with animals. The same thing happens with us with animals. And people come into my world to learn how to communicate with animals, to understand their animal friends better, to understand what's going on for their animals more deeply, more clearly. And one of the ways that it's such an easy way to start doing that before even taking a class, before even starting to really travel along this pathway, is to just start to notice how similar we are to other animals on the planet. Like, we have similar needs. We have similar ways of going in the world. We have similar desires for safety, for basic needs to be met, for security, for connection, for partnership, for being with others of our kind. And it's such a simple way to experience animals in our lives differently. It builds respect for animals and others by taking up this practice. It also it brings new awareness about who we are as human animals on the planet, and there's a beautiful unifying effect of thinking about it this way as well. So I just wanted to pop on really quick today and give you that. It came up in our call. It was such a fun conversation. And I have actually, I teach a class on it. I'm doing it later this month, about using language of compassion and inclusion when it comes to other animals on the planet, and what that means, and how that starts to shift the experience that we have of them. It starts to shift how we perceive them. It starts to shift us into having new perspectives on really how intelligent animals are, how they live life really peacefully when they're not interfered with, and we can learn a lot from animals. So that's my invitation to you today, and start to notice how similar, how alike you are with the animals in your life, and maybe the animals in the world, even looking at this when it comes to animals that you might not understand very well, or animals that you don't necessarily like, right? Like mosquitoes, or for some people, sharks, or for some people, they're afraid of snakes. Start to notice similarities that you have between you and the animals, and you will be surprised, pleasantly surprised, and you'll have better understanding and better communication with them. So that's what I have for you today. Bye.